Fire in my soul, fire in my heart. Till you see me on the other side of stars.
Oh, the journey starts from where we do first step. No one's sure what lies ahead before them breath. Rose may be rough and tough, but we will live somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about the chase, not about the destination of the world. No matter how far,
No matter how far,
how you go,
how you go, how you
how
go.
long can
Come
we
again, no time to waste. Gotta get your light, go get it burning.
There weren't really that many cookbooks, were there? I'm sorry. I didn't realize that store mainly sold manga. I should have looked the place up beforehand. Oh, do you mind if we take a seat? Do you remember what I told you before? I mentioned that I don't really like going to bookstores. Well, about that. I had a bit of a bad experience in a bookstore once. I think it was at the start of last April. Someone took a picture of me. They accused me of stealing. I'm not very tall, right? So when I was reaching for a high shelf, I accidentally knocked some books down. Well, a few of them landed in my bag. I went to take them out and put them back on the shelf. But some girl from my class took a picture of me with her cell phone. She even threatened to show my parents. Thank you. But don't you think I'm stupid for letting this get to me? If I'd just spoken up, I could have settled it right there. I know that. But I still couldn't say anything back. All these negative thoughts kept running through my head. I thought no matter what I said, it wouldn't do any good in the end. But now, I want to believe that I can change. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I don't get swept up in those negative thoughts. I know I'm being selfish, but... I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm making it sound like I'm just using you, aren't I? That's not what I meant, really. What I'm trying to say is... I've really come to depend on you, and I'm really happy that you're there for me. That's all. Oh, sorry. I'm always going on about my own problems. At this rate, I'm never going to be able to repay you. I should have just discussed my cooking concerns with everyone at the dorm, but... somehow, I find myself always going to you for help. I want to hear your opinion, but more than that, I feel at ease when you're with me. I wonder why. I'm sure it's because you're our leader. That's why I depend on you so much. Huh? Oh! Well, maybe that isn't the only reason. Sorry, I think I need to go back to the dorm. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. Could we talk about this again later? Thank you. I'm going to head back now.
Oh, it's you. What a coincidence. I ran out of soy sauce, so... Oh, is that dog, he doesn't fight, does he? I'm actually a little afraid of dogs. I was attacked by one when I was little. It only knocked me over, but ever since then...
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still a little scared, but maybe I'll be okay with this one. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll see you at school then.
I've been waiting. I finished my story and wanted to show it to you. I was having a lot of trouble with the ending, but I finally figured it out. After the alligator ate his friend, the bird, he cried and cried for a long time. In fact, he was so sad that he drowned in his own tears. His tears became a sparkling lake, around which grew beautiful flowers, and a tree that bore delicious fruit. The other animals in the forest came there often to relax, but none of them knew the alligator had created it, or that he was gone. The end. That's the ending I decided on. Even though the alligator didn't find meaning in his life, the residents of the forest did. They just didn't realize it. The meaning of my life isn't something I should spend my time on. It's more about how I was able to affect others. So, for me, or you, or anyone, just simply existing gives our lives meaning. People can't survive without help from others. We all depend on one another. I don't know how to explain it, but does that make sense? I'm glad. This is the notebook I wrote my story in. I've poured my heart and soul into it. I wanted to give you this, since you shared my final moments. My body feels lighter. I'm so grateful to have met you. It seems so insignificant, but maybe there was some meaning in it for both of us. Thank you. In the end, I'm glad that I was born.
I am thou, thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Sun Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the sun within thyself.
I have to go now. Maybe someday we'll meet again. I'd like that.
Oh, you came. Thanks. So, there's something I want to ask you. Why do you spend so much time with me? It's gotten you into a whole mess of trouble, and honestly, some of the stuff I've said is really not okay.
Is it because we're both Persona users? Or are we actually good friends? Or do you, by any chance, have feelings for... What do you really think of me? What? No way. Are you serious? You're not pulling my leg, are you? You really mean it? Wow. Sorry. It just feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. The tears won't stop coming. You're so hard to read. You're always so kind to everyone. That's why I thought you saw me as just a friend like everyone else. Lately, I found myself getting upset when I've seen you talking with Fuka. It made me scared that I was turning into a petty, jealous person. I felt awful about it. So, I'd like it if you had eyes for me. And only me. So, will you? Oh gosh, what am I saying? I'm gonna go now.
Kyoto, huh? That's so cliche.
Huh? You're not a fan? I'd say it's a beautiful city to make some good memories in while we're still young.
Man, is that really the first thing you think? It makes you sound like an old geezer when you say that kind of stuff.
It does?
Thank goodness. She actually made it.
And here we are! Whoa, nice place.
Yeah, this part of town is pretty fancy.
Hey, what's that umbrella for? Ah, I see. So that's the style here in Kyoto, huh? So, which way to the geishas? You think we can ask them to put on a show?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Hope it's not too pricey.
Keep dreaming, Junpei.
The stone area outside is filled with water. Is this one of those open-air hot springs I've heard about?
Right, this is the courtyard. Wanna go out for a walk later, I guess?
So, Ryoji, where was your old school planning to go for their trip? Probably somewhere cool like another country, I bet. Kyoto's so typical, don't you think?
Me? A trip? Did we even have one?
How do you not know? That's an event most people tend to remember.
It is?
All right, you can all chat later. You're blocking the hallway. Girls, your rooms are that way. Go on and get yourselves unpacked.
You heard her.
We'll see you later then.
Yeah, we'll see you later, dude.
Yes, I shall see you later, Yukari-san.
Okay, okay, enough of this. I guess you're with us. Junpei, guy's room.
Man.
Man.
We should probably head back. We don't want to miss curfew. Not to mention, Shijo Street will be crawling with drunks and couples the longer we stay.
Why are you so concerned about me? It was our fight that brought us together, and now that fight is over. We have no common goal, no enemy to defeat. You have no reason to associate with me anymore.
You don't have to be hurtful about this.
We've reached our conclusion. Why should we keep fighting? Everything I believed in was a lie. And in the end,
You what? You couldn't protect someone important to you? Is that what you're trying to say? You said you wanted to atone for the Kirijo group's past, but that's not true. You were really only fighting to protect your father.
That's right. I fought to protect him, and look what happened. I was blinded by my trust for Ikutsuki, and fell right into his trap. There was nothing I could do. My father bore the burden of responsibility entirely on his own. And ever since that incident, he looked like he was dead inside. I fought so he could be free of the shame and guilt weighing down on him. But it was all pointless. I never should have gotten involved. Am I wrong?
Sorry, but we don't know that for sure yet. You know, I used to live around here. After my dad died, my mom spent all her time throwing herself at random men. I couldn't stand seeing that side of her, so I used to come out here to the riverbank to get away. At that point, believing in my dad was all I had.
Your father only did what he thought was best.
He was involved in dangerous work, but in the end, he fought to make things right. He believed the shadows needed to be stopped, even if it meant losing his life. That's why I choose to fight. I'm going to destroy the Dark Hour and finish what my dad started.
Finish what he started.
That's all I can do. That we can do, right, Mitsuru-senpai?
Takeba. You're right. It's not over just yet. We're going to see this through to the end, for my father's sake, and for yours.
Senpai.
Yukari. Let's face what comes next together. Okay?
Of course. All right, let's head on back and check out the bath.
The bath?
Yeah, the outdoor hot spring back at the hotel. It's really nice. Now that everything's out in the open, we have nothing left to hide.
Nothing? Well now, this is awkward.
Hey, stop blushing. You're making this awkward for both of us. Come on, let's get going. It's already past curfew.
You don't need to worry, Father. I'm not alone. And I won't turn back anymore. Watch over me.
Wow. I didn't know you could come all the way down here. Going on trips is great, huh? I've seen a lot of the sights here now, and everything is so fascinating. There's so much I've never seen before. My mind's having trouble keeping up. I even bought myself a souvenir. Look, it's a music box. Doesn't it sound nice? I don't know the name of the song, though. I'm kinda glad to hear you say that. Sometime, way down the line, I'll listen to this melody, and when I do, I'll think back fondly on this trip. Evening sun is so bright, reflecting off the water's surface. It's different from the view we get from the school roof. I wonder if this is the reason why people come to visit. But did you know, a long time ago, this place used to be an execution site. Sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood all of a sudden. And that stuff happened a long time ago. Besides, it's still nice and bright out right now. I've heard rivers have long been thought to be a border between this world and the afterlife. But with so many couples around, it doesn't really give that impression, huh? You know, I've been thinking, every one of us will die someday, right? Eventually, the time will come when we have to part. So then, why? Why do people try so hard to connect with each other? I'm not just talking about romance either. It's the same for friends, family, everyone. For each person you connect with, it just makes saying goodbye that much harder. So, what's the point? So you mean we just can't stand the pain of being alone? But look at everyone around us. They've chosen their partners out of a large crowd, haven't they? So it's not about loneliness. They genuinely want to be with each other, right? Oops, sorry. Conversation got a bit heavy there. Looking out at the river just made me think about things for some reason. If you follow the flow of water, you'll eventually reach the ocean, right? Its destination is already decided. But it takes so many different forms before it gets there. Sometimes it's quiet and calm. Other times it's choppy rapids. Sometimes it's clear, but other times murky. I imagine we're the same way. We're all in the midst of a long journey, with all kinds of things happening as we go along. I never realized any of this until coming on this trip with you. Everything feels that much more fascinating when you're here. I guess you could say, it expands my horizons. Time spent talking together with you like this just feels precious to me. It kind of sounds like I'm confessing my love or something, huh? The wind is chilly out here by the water. We should probably head back. Don't want to get in the way of all the couples.
Travel to the break of dawn, rounding out. I'm on a mission, routing out whatever it is I gotta do. Routing out until the day I meet you. I'm routing out. I look up in the skies, asking out a while, but never let it faze me. I'm keeping good vibes when I'm on the road. Watch out for all surprises. What it provides is good and bad, but nothing ties.
Another one day in the night.
hold me even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's going